Okay, so today I am making enchiladas and homemade sauce with the rice that's on the vegan menu. Okay, so first of all, got all my ingredients all out, ready. So it's all out. Right, so it says preheat the oven. So let's turn that on. Lightly saute garlic and spinach in the lime juice until wilted. So that is the enchiladas. I'm just going to get the rice on first. So I'm just going to go straight to the rice. So add the rice and vegetable broth to 3/4 of a pan. So I'm assuming vegetable broth just means a vegetable stock. So I've got these organic vegetable stock. I'm going to add that to my pan. And then I'm going to add my brown rice as well. So I just mix that in. So add the rice and vegetable broth to 3/4 of a pan, bring to boil over high heat, give it a quick stir, cover, lower heat to allow it to simmer for 45 minutes. Okay. Right. Put that in. There we go. A little bit more in. There we go. Right, that's our brown rice in. So while that's cooking, I can crack on with the enchiladas. So I've given that a stir. And then we're just going to turn that on a low heat. Okay, right, so back to the enchiladas. Right. Lightly saute garlic and spinach in the lime juice until wilted. So let's turn this on. So lightly saute garlic and spinach in the lime juice. Right, just the juice of the lime going in. Turn that for you so you can see. So lime juice going into the pan, and then I'm going to add my garlic and my spinach to that. Lots of different ingredients here. Okay, so I'm just going to do my garlic. Garlic press. Garlic going in. Right, so it's garlic going in and some spinach. We've got spinach in here. The spinach. Right, so lightly saute that. Once cooked, add to a large bowl with black beans and other veggies. Right, so do I cook the other vegetables? No, I don't think so. Right, so I don't have black beans, so I've got cannelloni beans. I think I ordered the wrong thing. So I'm just going to get the water out of these. Right. So I've got my cannelloni beans. Oh, the water's not all come out of them. Going to try and get all the juice out of these cannelloni beans. Right, give that a stir again. So that's going to go with all the vegetables in there, and then we're going to make the sauce. So do I not need to cook the vegetables first before I put them in the enchiladas? You'd think you're supposed to cook the vegetables first before going into the enchiladas, wouldn't you? You wouldn't put them in raw, would you? Or maybe you would. I suppose they're going to cook in the oven, aren't they? Okay, fair enough. Right, so that's all wilting down. Right, so I'll just turn that off. I'll put that in this big bowl. Right, and then add the rest of the veg in here as well. So I've got courgette, some onion, some pepper, another pepper, some celery and some sweet potato. So I know on the recipe it did only say zucchini, but I'm just adding a few other bits and pieces. So courgette going in. Courgette, pepper, pepper going in, some red pepper, some red pepper in there. Some celery, celery going in, some onion, and then a bit of sweet potato. Hopefully next time I'll be a bit quicker at making this. Let's see how it tastes. Okay, so sweet potatoes going in. Right, give that a mix. I'll show you that. Okay, so now we're going to make the sauce. So that's that done. Alright, where's my fizz stick? Needed that. Right, so now the sauce. Whisk together the flour, cocoa, and spice in a saucepan without turning on the heat. Okay, so whisk together the flour, cocoa, and spice in the saucepan. Right, some coconut flour. Cocoa powder. I probably should be measuring this. I'm not just guessing. And spices. The spices are ground cumin. I haven't got cayenne pepper, chili powder, and it says garlic powder, but I've got real garlic, so I don't really know what the difference is, so I'll add that. Okay, then we'll add a quarter of the vegetable broth and stir it into the paste. So the vegetable broth, I'm assuming, is another vegetable stock, so I'm just going to get that sorted. It's a vegetable stock. So add a quarter of the vegetable stock and stir in the paste, slowly whisking the remaining broth and and the cup of water. Bring to boil over medium heat and whisk in the tomato sauce. Allow to cook for a few minutes until it thickens slightly in the consistency of tomato soup. Remove from the heat, set aside. Taste for salt. You may need to add some depending on the saltiness of the vegetable broth you used. Right, okay. So I'm mixing all this in. So yeah, it's making a paste. Whisk the flour, cook and spice and turn on the heat. Accord. Slowly whisk the remaining broth and a cup of water. So mix that in. And then bring to the boil. So bring that to the boil and then whisk in the tomato sauce. Allow to cook for a few minutes until it turns into a thick consistency. Right, okay. And then, once we've done that, we're going to fill the enchiladas. You need to assemble an assembly line. Have your tortillas, casserole dish, bowl with the filling sauce and a pie pan. And you've got to spread a little of the enchilada sauce in your casserole dish. Drop a tortilla in your pie palette and let it get covered in sauce. Flip so each side gets coated. Right, okay, so I need a dish to layer the enchiladas in. Bit of salt and pepper in. Season that up. Oh, there was supposed to be garlic in that as well, wasn't there? Because I didn't have garlic powder, so I said I'd add garlic. So I'll add some garlic to that. Garlic going into the sauce. Right, so now I need to add the tomato passata to that. Right, so then that should go like tomato sauce. No, tomato soup. And then we're going to put these into the wraps. Right, I'm just checking I've not missed anything. Right, so what I'm going to do is pause this while that all cooks, and then you can join me in a minute when I put them in the wraps. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little bit of this sauce in the casserole dish. It says to put it in the bottom. I'm just doing that now. And then it says to get your wrap and dip it into the sauce on both sides just to soften it a little bit. So these are gluten-free wraps. So I'm just softening them up a little bit. Oh, a bit too much I think. Obviously only needs a tiny bit. Then you put your filling into it and roll it up and then put it into your casserole dish. So I'm just going to make myself 2 of these, and then Ian's having the rest of his with meat. Okay, so I'm going to put that into the dish. Oh, some of the filling came out. Okay, so dip slightly in there. So just filling my wraps up. to roll that up. Put that into the dish. And then it says just add some more of this sauce over the top, and then that's my one done, ready to go in the oven, and then Ian will do his separately. Okay, that's mine done, so I'll show you what they look like at the end. Okay, so the finished product. So I've mixed a bowl with olive oil, lime juice, coriander, salt, pepper, cumin, and oregano in there. So that's going to go onto the rice. So I'll just get the rice, fluffy rice.
No, it is flipping.
And then add this rice into the bowl. Yeah. Fluffy brown rice, pour this over it.
Yeah, I'm going to do it. That's a wrap. It's got the mince inside, okay?
Okay, and I'll show you. They are the vegan tacos and the rice. So I'll let you know how it tastes.